Man is a god in ruins. What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny compared to what lie within us. These are just two nuggets of wisdom imparted upon us by the late, great Ralph Waldo Emerson, a man we're here to honor today. My intention is to share with you a bit of the life of a magnificent man who has helped society grow, and myself in particular. It is my privilege and honor to share with you some of his life. We'll start with the early life of Ralph Waldo Emerson, then we'll move on to the man he became, and then from there we'll move on to how he helped me grow. Ralph was born on April 2nd of 1803 to Ruth and William Emerson. William was a clergyman, as most men in Ralph's family were. When Ralph was 8, however, his father died, leaving Ruth to raise the family with only the help of the female elders of the family. Ralph's Aunt Mary would have a profound impact on Ralph's life, and the two would remain in touch until the 1860s. Ralph went to Boston Latin School and then graduated from Harvard. He eventually became a clergyman as his father was, and married. Unfortunately, 2 years into their marriage, Ralph's wife, Ellen Tucker, died of tuberculosis. This left Ralph devastated and questioned his beliefs to the point where he even left the clergy and just started to travel. Now that we've covered a bit of Ralph's early life, let's move on to the man he became. September 1836, the foundations of the Transcendental Club were being laid out. This club, of which Ralph was a central member, was into free thinking and publishing essays on their thoughts. As you can imagine, at this time, their thoughts were considered rather revolutionary, and it was met with quite a bit of backlash, particularly from the Protestant community. Ralph never took the time to defend his views, because there were always a lot of other people who were more than willing to defend his views for him, leaving him free to just continue thinking and writing. Ralph was never pro-slavery. However, it wasn't until the 1840s when he became an actual abolitionist. He questioned Lincoln because he felt that Lincoln was more concerned with preserving the Union than actually ending slavery. Ralph influenced many famous writers like Henry David Thoreau and Walt Whitman, and these people who are amazing writers in and of themselves, to imagine that they were inspired by someone less than divine is amazing. Now that we've covered the man Ralph became, let's go on to how he helped me grow. They say nothing comes before its time, and I'm a true believer of that, simply because I wasn't exposed to Emerson until my mind was ready. Then it was my time. I used to think that I was an abstract thinker, but it turns out my thoughts weren't that abstract at all. In fact, someone was thinking very similar thoughts to what I think over 100 years before I was born. That is amazing that the thought can travel and traverse time like that, so even somebody like me can have thoughts that turned out to be similar to what Emerson was thinking. Ralph once said, "Every minute spent in anger is 60 seconds of happiness lost." I believe the message he was trying to tell us was, every moment you have a choice. Exercise your choice. Don't let anybody choose it for you. I think that I've grown a lot as a person after being exposed to the teachings of Emerson, probably mostly because he didn't teach you that stuff was fact. He presented ideas to you, and you got to think on your own and decide if it was true for you or not. I've shared with you how Ralph started off, I've shared with you what he became, and I've shared with you how he helped me grow. People like him come around only once every 100 years or so. I'm sure right now Ralph is looking down wondering when the next Emerson is going to come up and uproot the thought process of humanity once again. Ralph, we miss you, We need your wisdom now in these troubling times more than ever. Thank you for inspiring free thinking, and thank you for helping me become the person that I am today. And thank you for joining us in the celebration of Ralph.